Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dawn Williams Tarot. This reading is for sun, moon, or rising signs in the sign of Sagittarius. So if you have those placements, then this message may be for you. However, keep in mind that this is a general reading and not all messages may resonate. However, I do believe there's always something here for everyone. So I hope you will stay and listen. Today I'm going to do a reading for the month of February 2024, and I'm recording this on January 27, 2024. So prior to me sitting down to do this reading, I did a meditation, and I was guided through this round of readings that I was going to do pre-polls just to get a little bit of an idea as to what you may be facing that we can talk about kind of on a higher level, and then I'm going to do your actual reading. At the very end, I plan to pull 5 main themes. So those messages either tie up some of the messages that you've already received in your reading, or it could be brand new messages that Spirit wants to share with you specifically. If you're new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe. I do call in all of my subscribers each time that I'm going to sit down to do a reading. So let's say you being Sagittarius, I will include all of my Sagittarius subscribers in that meditation so that I can connect with you on that higher level. Okay, this is the guidance that I've gotten, so this is the guidance that I'm following. Okay, so to start off your reading, I have pulled these 3 cards. The first card that we pulled was the 3 of Wands. So Wands energy absolutely resonates with you because it is a fire energy. It is a take action energy. This particular 3 represents this individual who is waiting for these ships to come in. So he's standing at this really comfortable distance watching these ships, right? But in reality, he really wants to get out there and he really wants to have some type of an adventure. So basically what this card is about he's assessing things and he's looking at things that are outside, external from him. And he's deciding whether or not he really wants to go out there and do something that's going to motivate him and give him a lot of passion. So this card is saying that you're kind of assessing things at this time. And then additionally, you got the 10 of Wands. Now the 10 of Wands is a card of feeling as though you've been carrying a heavy load. So this could tie into pretty much anything in your life. But Wands are typically energies that are, Wands are about our inspiration, our creativity, our passion, our motivation, and our intuition. And this particular card, this guy planted all these wands. He grew them from seed. He nurtured them, watched them grow. Well, now he's bringing home his harvest. And if you look at the card, he's really close to his home. His home is right there. So it feels as though whatever heavy burden you may be carrying, which has whatever it has to do with what's going on in your life, you're going to be able to put that burden down because 10s are completion, right? So you're coming to a completion. But then you have this Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is a major arcana. As you can see, there is an angel up in the sky blowing its trumpet, waking up all those people in those coffins. Kind of a morbid picture. But basically what this card is about is some type of a big awakening or a big awareness to something that you may not have been aware of before. Now, the other thing about the Judgment card is that the Judgment card is saying that you're going to be seeing things with a new set of eyes. So one of the things that I'd like to share with you in this reading is that there's going to be a lot of revelations that are going to be coming out this year. And the best place for you to be able to really look at that information from kind of a safe place this safe distance, right? Because I feel like this is your energy. You're watching all these things kind of happen and play out in the big arena, the big stage in front of us, is that from this safe place, you're able to look at things and it's not going to be as difficult for you. And part of that has to do with Spirit has been talking with me, within the last week or so, talking about the importance of discernment and what discernment means. So from a spiritual perspective, when you're using your discernment, information's coming to you and it may shake up your belief system. So that's kind of what this card represents. This information is going to come, it's going to shake up your belief system, it's going to make you look at things in a new perspective or in a new way. And the best way to handle that is to be able to take the information and look at it and then go through your process of discerning. Does it resonate with your heart? Does it make sense to your heart? Does it seem like it's a truth? And then does it resonate with your gut? Does your gut kind of go, oh man, yeah, this is, and then does it make sense with your mind? It's kind of all those three energies that are involved with this process. But the better and more you use your discernment in as many areas of your life right now as you can, the better off you're going to be. Spirit is saying that this is a really important tool for you to be able to utilize at this time, because there's going to be so much coming up. And some of it is really going to be quite triggering for a lot of people. So Spirit is trying to tell me to share with you that this is part of the process, and this is the best way for you to move forward, is to go within and get those answers for yourself. Because whatever is happening out here, right, is external to you, and what you need to really focus on and think about are the things within yourself that seem to resonate with your higher self, with your soul, and it makes sense to you, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to work on your, I'm going to be shuffling here for your spread for February 2024. I'd like to know any information that our Sagittariuses need to know at this time that'll help them for their highest and their best good for this month. What are we looking at in terms of our February? I will be pulling clarifiers to give you more insight to these messages as well. Okay, here we go. So the general month is bringing up the Lovers card. Isn't that funny? It's February too. So the Lovers card, your next steps is the Knight of Pentacles. So that's taking action. Your blocks is a Tower. Your strengths is the Eight of Cups. And your outcome is the Page of Swords. Okay, now this is starting to make sense as to why those cards were pulled in the beginning as to what they relate to. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Lovers. Now the Lovers card is a card of love. So maybe some of you are going to be getting into new relationships this month. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but a lot of times it does represent a love relationship. So some of you may be finding love in the month of February. But the other thing that this does represent is partnerships as well. Now, the thing about the Lovers card is that any relationship that you get into, even if it's a friendship or if it's a business partner of some kind, it feels as though it's going to be a positive experience for both of you. the thing about the Lover's card as well is that the Lover's card is really our opportunities to really create safe boundaries for ourselves. And so a safe boundary is pretty much being able to use your discernment to find out how far a person is really allowed to come into your space, as well as what are your boundaries. And that could be in any area, right? Setting those safe boundaries for yourself so that you're always feeling as though you're in control of your own life. So let's pull some cards to see what area does this Lovers really represent. Is this talking about a career space, meaning that it has to do with a partnership at work, or a partnership in a new business or a new venture that you're going to be doing? Or does it actually represent an individual? Now, it very could represent an individual, because right next to this card, you have this Knight of Pentacles here. But let's get some clarity, please, on this Lovers card for our Sagittariuses. Okay. And your first card is Ace of Swords. Second card is the Chariot. Wow. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is a new opportunity coming in, a new way of looking at things. Maybe it's a thing where you haven't been in a relationship in a long time, a loving relationship, and somebody new is coming in for you to consider. You're going to have some type of a aha moment, or you're going to get some clarity about that individual that is going to kind of spark this potential relationship. However, what I'm picking up is that since you are really looking at this from a mental point of view as to, you know, how you're going to make it work, you're looking at the whys and the hows and all of the things, right? Because the swords have to do with the way that we think and how we express our thoughts and our ideas. So something's going to come in about this relationship that's going to really make you think. It's really going to make you think in a new way. It's going to allow you the ability to really explore some things that maybe you hadn't thought about before. So if this is a new opportunity for you and you are starting a new venture, maybe this individual who could represent a partner with you, or somebody that's going to be helping you with this venture, is going to give you some things that you might not have had thought about. Maybe this individual has a different skill set than what you have, and that person is bringing in this experience for you so that it can enlighten you in some way, because this is kind of the way that it looks, right? Look at this beautiful light coming in and blowing up your head there with thoughts and ideas and new ways of expressing. And then it's followed up by this Chariot card. Now, the Chariot is saying whatever's coming in is coming in pretty quick. It's fast. And the thing about the Chariot is one of those cards where it's just very fast moving energy. And it feels as though that it is more of a thing where you might have been putting out this manifestation out for a while, and now it's really coming in quickly for you. The other thing about the Chariot is about, of course, advancement and progression, but it's also allowing you the opportunity to go with the flow, okay? Just allowing to see where it takes you. Okay, so then your next step is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He is very much a homebody. He likes to adventure and only go as far as the perimeter of his home, right? So the one thing about the Knight is it has to do with our physical security, our wealth, our health, our career, our possessions, and our home. And this is saying that there's something that's going to be coming in that you're going to have to take action on, okay? The thing about this knight is that, like I said, he's not a very fast-moving knight. He likes to play it safe. So let's get some additional clarifying cards as to what exactly this has to do with. Now, if I were going to guess, if we were talking about a potential business venture or a potential business opportunity, this is saying that he is not really wanting to put the money out there yet because he's not really sure. So he's just, you know, coming at this whole endeavor with from a place of safety. And he's got his armor on, so you know you can't mess with him because he's got his armor on. So that may be you, right? You might have your armor on. Okay, so your first clarifier is 10 of Swords. And your second clarifier is Knight of Pentacles. It's clarifying itself. Now I want you to look at the difference between these two cards though, because you know, you can see he's on his horse. You barely see his horse here, but he is on his horse. And he's got his, whatever this charger thing is, so you knock people off their horses with. I forget what they called. But anyway, but the thing is his visor is up because he wants to be able to see everything that's going on around him. He's moving at a snail's pace. He's just kind of really taking his time and really observing. Now look at the difference between this Knight of Pentacles. He's not even on his horse. He's walking. So that tells you how fast this guy goes. But the thing is he is planting his seeds and he is doing the assessment as to all of the things that he should be doing. So if this is a business adventure for you, it could very well be that you're just really doing all of your due diligence, you know, ticking all your boxes to make sure that, you know, everything is okay. In between there, we have that 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords is a card of completion. It is a card of walking away from a situation. This could be a thing where maybe you're walking away from a previous job or something like that, where you've decided, okay, now I'm going to go do this new thing. And you're leaving behind all those things that are preventing you from taking these next steps forward. Now, the thing that I do like about this particular card is that this 10 of Swords typically is a card of, it's a card of surrender. Because in the Rider-Waite deck, the guy is laying on the ground and all those 10 swords are stabbed in the back. So it feels as though there may be something here, maybe a previous experience where you might have felt that you were stabbed in the back, where you trusted someone and you thought that you were going to, you know, take off and start this new thing. And then somehow or another, that person has, you know, walked away from the situation. And so now you're kind of like starting over again. But it's not so much that you're starting over again in terms of putting all the things into place, but starting over again with the way that you think or the way that you want to approach this. Now, again, you have this Knight of Pentacles. So it's basically saying that this knight is moving slowly. He's doing all the assessment that he should be doing. And I just really feel that this again ties into that 3 of Wands, where you're looking at everything from a safe distance before you move ahead. And you're waiting for your ship to come in order for you to take action. However, you being a Sagittarius and you falling in that fire energy, I feel as though it's saying that it's okay for you to do that. Now, what is blocking you is this Tower moment. Now, the Tower moment could very well have been that you had trusted someone previously, which is who you're walking away from, right? And it feels as though you have to start over again, or that you didn't have a direction that you were able to go. Now, the thing about the Tower is one of those things that comes in and it's an unexpected thing that really shakes up your foundations. But since this is in your barriers position, I feel as though this tower moment, you're still working through that energy a little bit. Meaning that you're really assessing as to what direction you want to go, what, how you want to implement this next portion of your projects. And then let's get some clarity also on this tower. The tower is a pretty major disruption or a pretty major, event. I'm going to call it event. It's kind of like that 9/11 event. Nobody was expecting those planes to go into those towers. And then the devastation that happened as a result. But then, as always, humanity will pull together in adversity. So it feels as though whatever this tower, I must be saying these words for a reason. So it must be whatever this tower moment means to you, Sagittarius, that it was really necessary for this to come in order for you to be able to really bring everything back down to the foundation so that you can either start in a new way. It could be the same ideas that you are trying to implement, but because of this tower moment, it feels as though you are looking at these opportunities as to how can I do this so that it makes sense, that I create this solid foundation to build from. For others of you, if this is talking about your romantic situation, because we do have the lovers, and there is this potential for this new romance to come in, could very well be that this Knight of Pentacles is the individual that that you may be considering. A Knight of Pentacles is someone who really is working on creating their best physical security. That's where their attention is creating a beautiful home, making sure that they have that they can afford the things in their lives, so they're very focused on their job or their career. And then this 10 of Swords would be a situation where either this person or yourself has walked away from a previous relationship that wasn't serving you any longer. Okay, so now let's get some clarity on this tower. And it could very well been, if this was a relationship for you, that this tower moment is one of those things where you were not expecting this person to come in, this person to come in and to capture your attention and capture your heart. And it could very well be as well that something major has happened in your past, made you walk away, and you're kind of reassessing as to whether or not you really want to devote the time and energy that it would take in order to have this relationship. Here's the walk away card as well. Walking away from something that no longer serves. But we're going to get clarity on this tower. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords is typically a younger person or a younger energy. So this could represent you. This could represent anyone actually. But it's usually representative of a younger person. But pages represent going in a new direction, starting on a new path, really. This individual on this card is also representative of higher education. This person wants to learn everything. They want to suck up all the knowledge they can gain. They have tons of ideas. So again, if we go back to the story of the starting a new business or a new venture. It feels as though maybe somebody else that's going to be coming in that's going to be helping you is somebody that is younger than you. This could be your partner that has all these ideas and all this, education in order to make this move forward. And it looks as though there's going to be a couple of different, it looks as though you're going to have some choices to make in terms of balancing all of this out for yourself. Pages or pentacles have to do with your finances. So it could be that maybe in the beginning, you're going to be balancing your real job that you're currently working in, starting this new venture until it gets up and off the ground. Or it could be just trying to balance anything that would be preventing you from feeling as though you have a direct path and there's no choices that have to be made. But there's a choice here of some kind that's going to be coming in. Now, it could be also that maybe you're going to be moving into a new home or something like that. Like maybe what all of this happens, it's maybe what this tower is maybe the property that you were planning on opening up this venture with has collapsed on you. And now you've got a couple of options as to where you want to try to open a new location in, if this is like a brick and mortar type of a situation. Now, if this is a situation where we're going back to the love relationship type of a thing, the thing about your knight is that your knight is going to have lots of ideas about things. He's very very interested in expanding his mental capability. So he has a lot of outside interests, those types of things. And then the other part of that is as you start maybe dating this person and being with this person, there may be a conflict here in terms of timing, right? So sometimes timing has everything to do with it. If this person is going to school, or if this person has two jobs, because we have the twos here, it may be that it's difficult for you guys to find time, right? So that would be a crunch and something that would be a barrier or an obstacle to overcome. Okay, so your strengths have to do with this Eight of Cups. This card is a card of walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. So that could be representative of potentially a previous relationship, or it could very well be that if this is that business partner thing and you had somebody that originally was all fired up and excited to start this project with you, and you were disappointed by a decision that person made, it could very well be that you're just completely walking away from that whole situation just for your own sanity. That's a thing. That's a real thing. Okay, let's get some clarity on this Eight of Cups, please. What are our Sagittariuses walking away from? And it feels as though, since this is in your strengths position, that when obstacles come that for you to overcome or for you to look at, it feels as though you always find a way. You always find a way that resonates the most with your heart space, that allows you to come out of whatever situation better than when you went in it, right? Okay, so your first card is clarified by Six of Pentacles. And your second card is, oh, the Hermit card. That's interesting. Okay. So the Six of Pentacles is a card of give and take. This could have something to do with money, finances, but I feel like it has to do more with abundance itself. And it's not limited to money. That would be your energy as well, or your thoughts, or your creativity, or your knowledge, right? And if you look at the card, there is this 8 energy flowing through here. This is the infinity signal. And basically what that's saying is what you send out there is what you get back. And what you send out there is what you get back. And I feel as though whatever you're walking away from, that was out of balance somehow. And you have then had to go within and really evaluate that situation for yourself. And because you are able to go within and you're able to quiet your mind, you're able to really tap into your higher self, you are now in a position where you're assessing and using your knowledge as to what is the best course of action for you to take. And because of this experience, what has it taught you? What is it that you're willing to, like in this situation, right? What is it that you have learned that has now allowed you to create safer boundaries for yourself, right? That is going to help you so that you don't find yourself in that type of situation again. Your final card is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, again, pages have to do with, was this the Page of Swords? Yeah, so you got the Page of Swords twice too. So you got you got the Knight of Pentacles twice and the Page of Swords twice. This is your final outcome. Pages are definitely saying that you're looking at things in a completely new way. You are going in a different direction, in a direction that feels and that you think is going to be the better course of action for you. So let's get some clarity on that page. Could be that you're waiting for some kind of a message to come in about this situation, but I really do feel as this is just really talking about going in a new direction, especially since this Tower moment came in and potentially pulled the rug out from underneath you. And it's not like you're, it's not like you are in a position where you feel as though because of this situation, you don't want to move forward. I do feel you do. You're just looking at your options as to how can I do this, have it make the most sense for me to move forward. Your first clarifier is the High Priestess. So it's saying you really have to go within, you have to tap into your intuition. There is a bit of mystery involved with this card. So let's see what the next clarifier is, which is the Knight of Wands. No, that's the King of Wands. King of Wands represent you? No. Temperance, Wheel, Knight. Okay. So the High Priestess, there is a bit of mystery about this High Priestess. She does have one foot in the spiritual realms and one foot in the practical realms, which is where we are, practical reality. But she really does tap into that energy of higher self and higher knowledge and bringing that in for herself. It's really saying that with this decision or this new direction that you're taking to really go within and make sure that it taps your decisions are based on all 3 of your levels of ticking the boxes. So it has to resonate with your gut, has to resonate with your heart, and has to make logical sense for you with you as well. Now it feels as though the person that may be coming in to assist you with this is a King of Wands. Now this just represents the energy of this. It could be a person. And if I were going to describe this person, I would describe it as definitely a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person is an entrepreneur, has a lot of knowledge about business. He's very courageous. He will take risks. And that may be a lesson that you're going to learn with this individual and through this whole process. is that he will be willing to take risks. So you might want to assess, are you willing to take risks? You, as a Sagittarius, you probably are, but you don't want to lose your money. So it's kind of one of those things where you're going to really have to use your high priestess energy. And then the other thing that I would say with this is that there's going to be a lot of trust that is going to be developed, regardless of whether this is a love relationship for you or whether this is a business relationship for you, because we have two scenarios going on in this reading. That will allow you to really progress forward. Okay, this king, and you know, if it is a love relationship, there may be this Two of Pentacles for my lovers out there. This Two of Pentacles is saying that there is two options here that you might have to decide upon. One would be this Knight of Pentacles, was a very practical guy, slow-moving guy, cares about his work, cares about his home, those types of things. He moves a little slower. Or this King of Wands, who is very fiery. He takes action. He is somebody that doesn't sit down during the day, pretty much. This guy's constantly moving. They're very, and you're very familiar with that energy yourself because you're a fire sign. So those would be your options. Again, this King would be representing your energy. So it'd be either another Sagittarius or a Leo or an Aries. And the Pentacles, of course, would be an Earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. Overall, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to pull your 5 main themes. If you've made it this far into my video and you are new, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Your first message is an apple. Temptation will test you. Look at that apple. And it's on this tree. And I think there's a snake right there. So, Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Second card is a vase. There's a secret admirer. Third card is a door. Opportunities are waiting for you. I need to put my glasses on because I can't see the smaller print. Opportunities are waiting for you. And then we have a torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I really do feel that this is really kind of happening overall on both sides of this. Does this person really resonate with your highest and best self, best version of yourself? Caterpillar, things will not always be this way, and a change is coming. Okay. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. It looks like you're going to have a very busy February. Now, the other thing that just came into my mind is we were talking about two separate different scenarios here. We're talking about the love aspect with the potential of a new romance coming in for you, for some of you, because it's, you know, it is a general reading. And then the other part of it is this entrepreneurial type of a new venture that's coming in. And then what Spirit just said to me was there are some of you, a few of you, who are going to have both of these scenarios. Good luck with that. If this resonates with you, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. So have a very wonderful February. Happy Valentine's. And until next time, take very good care of you.